Once upon a time, in a near dark forest, there lived two children. The boy was called Handsome. The girl was called Gato. They lived with their father, who was a woodcutter. When the children were smaller, their father had plenty of work, and there was always food on the table. But sadly, their mother had died, but stepmother Sheen killed it. And they had a new stepmother who was Sheen, cruelly and spiteful.
What are you doing? Playing silly games again? You worthless man. I didn't marry you to play silly games. Go and make yourself useful. Go and cut some wood. And you too, go to bed. You are just a nuisance.
But we haven't had our supper yet.
Supper? There's no food in the house. Do as I said, go to bed now. If you know what's good for you. You haven't sold any wood for weeks. We will starve. Your horrible children are eating us out of house and home.
But they don't eat too much. Tomorrow, we can go and pick some mushrooms and berries. We won't starve.
Mushrooms and berries? How repulsive. Take the brats into the thickest part of the forest and leave them there. Perhaps some kind person will come along and feed them. Or better still, the wild animals in the woods will eat them up. Ha 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 ha.
Handsome and Gato's father pleaded and pleaded with his step Sheen, but she was very persuasive. Her mind was made up. She ranted and raved so much, he gave in, and he agreed to her wishes.
If they stay with us, we will starve for sure. Take them into the woods tomorrow and make sure you come back alone.
Handsome and Gato overheard what was being said. Handsome had a clever plan. He opened his bedroom window and climbed out into the moonlight. He filled his pockets with small white pebbles and then crept back to his room. The next morning, with a heavy heart, their father took Handsome and Gato to the edge of the woods.
I wonder where those three humans doing.
They must be going into the woods for a picnic. There's wild animals in there.
That boy keeps dropping litter.
That's typical. Don't they know the country code?
Deeper and deeper into the forest they went. Every so often, Handsome dropped one of his pebbles onto the ground to leave a trail. Eventually, they sat down to rest. Handsome and Gato were so tired, they fell fast asleep. Their father crept silently away. As a woodcutter, he knew the woods like the back of his hand.
Oh, that's what my hand looks like.
He soon reached home safely. Meanwhile, the children woke up, and Gato was upset.
We're all alone. We'll never find our way home.
Don't worry, Gato. Follow me.
They followed the trail of white pebbles until at last they reached home safely. Their father was so happy to see them again, but the wicked stepmother Sheen was very furious.
What are you two doing back there? I have already rented out your room. You will have to sleep in the barn, and in the morning you will go back into the forest to seek your fortune. And let's hope a wolf or a bear has you for his dinner this time. Wretched children. Stay in there.
The wicked stepmother Sheen locked Handsome and Gato in the barn. It was very dark and eerie. Owls hooted in the distance. There was no moonlight. Insects chirped in the rafters. Lonesome spiders spun their webs in the dark corners. The wind whistled sadly in the trees. A barn owl hooted on his perch. Handsome and Gato were cold and hungry and they couldn't sleep. Suddenly, in the darkness, Handsome and Gato heard a tinkling sound and saw a tiny light. Then another. And another. It was some fairies carrying tiny lanterns.
What we have here? Two human children? What are you doing in our barn?
Is this our barn?
Yes, of course it's our barn. Sorry, I thought it was our barn.
No, it's not. It's my barn. It's where I catch mice to eat.
No, it's my barn. I have a warm nest in the corner.
No, it's my barn. It's a great place to build my web to catch flies.
No, it's my barn. It's nice and comfy for me and my 52 mice. It's my arm! I sleep high up in those rafters!
No, it's our lawn. We hang around in here all day.
Let's not argue. After all, it's my birthday, and I came here for a birthday party. The guests are arriving. Time to dance.
After the party, Hansom and Gato fell fast asleep. In the morning, their father and their wicked stepmother Sheen woke them up.
Wake up, you lazy loafers. We're all going into the woods for a nice picnic, my dears. I'll make sure they get well and truly lost this time.
Take this piece of bread. Leave a trail and you can follow it back home again. Then she'll know you are too clever too close to lose your way in the woods, and we will all live happily ever after.
Deep into the woods. Every so often, Hansom dropped a crumb of bread. They would follow the trail back home again. But they didn't notice that some birds were following them.
Father, where are you?
There now! But don't worry, Gato. We can follow the trail of bread back home.
What trail of bread?
Oh no! The birds must have eaten all the bread. It looks like we're lost after all.
Why are you so sad?
We're lost.
Nobody cares about us.
We care about you, but you must be careful.
There are many animals in the woods who would love to gobble you up.
I smell children. Have you seen any children around here? Oh well, I want to invite them to dinner. My dinner. Have you seen those two children? Oh well, I wanted to catch them and I will bake them in my oven. What
a horrible witch! Never mind the witch. She's not the only one who eats children. Ha 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 ha! At last, it's dinner time. Fine, I'll eat the boy. He looks tasty.
Let me have a bite first.
Be my guest. No, don't get me. Like the girl.
Well, I'm only a little peckish. The rabbit will make a nice snack for me.
Freeze! I'm the master huntsman. I have been following you. Do not munch these poor children, or I'll fill you full of lead. Children, go home right now. How can we cross that river? Easy, just swim across. It's too wide for them to swim.
No problem. Wade across.
It's too deep for them to wade across. No problem. Just fly across. Sully, they can't fly. They need a boat. Follow me. I have a boat. But the rest of you better disappear. There, you would make a fine bearskin rug. Snake, you will make a fine snakeskin purse. Crocodile, you would make a fine handbag. Wolf, your head would look good on my wall. And rabbit, you will make a great rabbit pie, I think.
Spare the rabbit, Mr. Hunter. He has been so kind to us.
Very well, little girl.
Thank you. You saved me. I will be in your debt forever.
The hunter lent Hansom and Gato his boat, and they crossed the river. The two children were still trying to find their way home. They were hungry and tired. They were still hopelessly lost.
Can you tell us the way home, please?
Yes, just go past the magic cottage and keep walking with the sun behind you.
But don't go into the magic cottage.
Because we've seen children go in, but we've never seen them come out again.
What's the magic about?
It's made of gingerbread and fairy cakes and candy sticks.
Hansom and Gato went to see the bright little sparkling in the sunshine. Their mouths watered. The walls were made of spicy gingerbread. They tasted it. How very delicious for hungry, yummy in my tummy. The roof was made of sweet creamy chocolate. Even the flowers were made of fruit lollipops.
Oh, you like the taste of my house, do you? Why won't you come inside? I have lots of more sweets and candy inside. I'm inviting you to tea.
No!
Shut up. I insist. It's bad manners to refuse. Come in. Welcome to my house. Or should I say, my prison.
The witch used a spell to lock the children in a corner of the kitchen. It was just as if there was an invisible glass wall. Hansom and Gato felt around, but there was no escape. Each day, she fed them lots of sweets, candies and cream cakes, and cheeseburgers. One day, their friend the rabbit crept in, while the witch wasn't looking.
Listen, my friends. The witch is feeding you foods which will make you fat. She wants you to put on a weight. Don't eat it. Put a twig up your sleeve. Good luck.
Drat. My hand is so bony. He's not ready to eat yet. But he soon will be. Time for music. Drat. I'm just skin and bone. But I can't wait any longer. Tonight, it will be some beef burgers with toenail sauce. For tea, let's get the oven ready. Oops. The door's stuck. Help me get the door open.
Gato did what she was told. But as soon as the witch opened the oven door, and Gato gave her a great big push, her head and shoulders were stuck in fast. In a rage, she stood up and ran out of the house with the oven on her head. Hansom and Gato ran into the garden, and bumped into the rabbit.
Time to go home. But first, take this. It's a bag of gold. The witch hides it in a hole in the garden. but I dug it up for you. Now, run home.
My poor children. How I wish they would come home safe and sound. But they must be dead by now. Oh woe! I will never see my children again.
What's the matter? It's not just a sad ending. It's just a happy ending.
Look, I know the rabbit gave me where the witch defeats.
I can't believe my eyes. I thought I'd never see you again. I thought you were lost forever. Welcome home. Oh, welcome home, my dear children.
And so, that's the end of our story. The stepmother Sheen had died and now they lived happily ever after. They had the witch's gold and they were rich. There was always food on the table and their father never had to chop another piece of firewood. The creatures of the forest gather round the happy family to celebrate their party.